Here we are, we're looking at Golden Bay and Mordalgo. You guys have voted for me to go back to Mordalgo and do some traffic and transit fixes, but we've got to do something else first. I recorded this, built this main street back in the very beginning of August. This was supposed to be featured somewhere else for another project that never happened, and I realized I had this footage and hadn't shown you guys some parts of the city. So let's build this main street. I'm going with a kind of a small town main street feel, but one that has kind of built up over time, and because this is going to be just at the top portion in Mordalgo, we're moving into our downtown. So I want this to kind of have that small town main street feel, and it'll be a good transition for us. Okay, so I wanted to bring in the post office, and of course this needs to go right on a corner. That is so cute. Very nice. Okay, so this grocery store, this public market, is exactly what I was looking for. So I'm so glad that is spawned in right next to our post office. I'm just being really specific with the zoning and just finding exactly what I want. So I've gone ahead and labeled IT for some of this area, and there are some small IT buildings that I really like this one, and I think it's just perfect for our main street. Because this, like I said, this is a main street that maybe used to be a small town main street, but has now developed beyond that and is serving the community even more because of development in the area. So I'm just being really selective and really thoughtful about what is coming in this area and how it will serve the community. And that's part of creating this main street, is just thinking about what buildings are going to be there, what purpose are they going to serve, and then aesthetically how they look together. I liked this Sprouts or soy and lentils much better. And then we got a coffee shop, which is perfect. So this side of the street I was really happy with. I used the tiny police station and the medical clinic, and then I actually ended up changing up the zoning on this side of the street to facilitate some different buildings coming in. Okay, pizzeria, that's perfect. What main street doesn't want a pizzeria shop? Banking, yes, that is excellent. That's very helpful on a main street to have a bank. I like that very much. I think this is starting to come together. Bowling, yes, some entertainment. That's what we need. A hostel, I love that, a place to stay. So we've got offices, a hostel, so you have somewhere to stay if you wanted to. We've got the coffee shop, the banking, the grocery store, the healthy eatery, the pizzeria, the little police station. So I feel like really we are covering all the bases there. And then I'm just going to do a little bit more office zoning and then bring in some residential zoning along the back side of this main street. I feel like that would be very useful, especially as this area develops. So I am loving this. I don't like these. So again, I just really took my time here and played whack-a-mole, or sometimes I plop things down just until I found exactly what I was looking for in this area. So we've got the tea and the coffee shop back to back now, and these three little apartment buildings, which is absolutely perfect. I am so excited about that. Okay, so on this side, I also want to do some buildings along the back side of this main street as well. I don't like these. I want the, yes, where is it? The container. Yes, that's the one I found. I love that one. This is perfect. And we have some worker shortages. That will solve itself. Yes, this one. It's like the container ship burger bite, which I love. Okay, so then all I did here was just really thoughtfully and carefully figure out putting down some zoning and let some different buildings come in and just really fill out the rest of this main street. And I just really loved how this came together. So again, on this back side, I'm doing some offices, some commercial zoning, which is coming in as entertainment, which is great, and just some residents as well, just to fill out this back side of the main street. And I really like how this came together. This was really fun, just to be very intentional and think about everything that you would want on a tiny main street like this. I think this it turned out so cute. I love it. This is great. While that was filling in, I started to think about some parking lots and maybe some other details I could bring to this area. I went with a park cafe here. I think it looks really nice. And then just did some little fencing, making sure I'm leaving room for facilitating pedestrian movement. This turned out really cute. I love this side of the main street, and we needed all that parking, so that is great. Okay, so then I wanted to focus on kind of completing our main street all the way up to our tax office. The gazebo in the middle is perfect, and then I wanted to bring in another road just to facilitate more connectivity and more zoning opportunities. I really like the idea of having these little apartment buildings at the edge here, so I'm going to go ahead and mark some of those historical and some not, so we get a couple different sizes. And then this area is marked with the local and organic produce, and I'm thinking a little farmers market vibe around our tiny roundabout here. I do want to bring parking behind these buildings, but I think I'm going to have to use Move It, so let's do that. Okay, I really like how that turned out. Now, around this roundabout, like I said, I want to go with a farmer's market vibe. So again, I'm going to be particular on the zoning that comes in and really make sure it matches that. And things are starting to come together, just adding in a bit more parking. This was so much fun to do. I really like this. Okay, let's do a little bit of detailing. I love this little main street. This is so cute. Okay, I want to fit this little climbing frame right in here. How cute is that? Wow, this has really become a place that has everything you could need. This is so cute. I love how this all came together. Glad I was able to finally show you guys this footage. This little main street was so much fun, and it ended up being such a great addition as we moved up in layers and height to our downtown. We have one more video coming up of a park that was for another project as well, and then we will get to the transit audit. I hope you all have a joyful day, and I'll catch you next time.